This is a video update for the NFT bot. So this week was all about creating the UI for the bot, and this is what I'm going to demonstrate today. The first thing that we are going to see is a login screen where you have to log in with username and password. Don't worry, by the way, this username and password is just for demonstration purposes. And the next thing that you're going to see is the tasks list. Right now is empty because we don't have any tasks, so let's go ahead and create a new task. In the tasks form, you will going to see a lot of fields, so I'm going to explain each one. The first field is the collection slug. So for instance, if you want to browse through the CryptoPunks, you have to enter the CryptoPunks slug, which is what is displayed on your browser's address bar. Then we have the spend limit for each task. Now this number is in Ethereum, and the task will stop whenever this limit has been reached. Next is the spend limit per asset. This number is on Ethereum again, and the bot will buy any NFT whose price is lower or equal to this. Next field is the maximum assets to buy. We can leave it 0 in order to bypass this filter, so 0 means buy any assets that you can until you reach this limit, basically the spend limit. If I set it to 10, it will buy only 10 assets. Next is the type of the task. Now, in order for you to understand what these types are, I need to explain to you what the bot does. So we have two types, instant and scheduled. So when the task will start running, what the bot will do is to go to this collection, download all the assets, sort them by price, then filter them by trades, and then it will start buying. It will stop the task when the spend limit is reached, or when the maximum assets to buy is reached as well. If those two limits are not reached, when it will reach the end of the list, and when it reaches the end of the list of assets, it will stop because this is an instant task. The scheduled task, on the other hand, when it reaches the end of the list, will go back to the beginning and start looking for NFTs again until the limits are reached. Now, this duration is 0, is exactly the same logic as the maximum assets to buy. It means that run forever, basically. If you set it to 10, this number is in days, so it will run the task for 10 days. Of course, that is if the limits are not reached. Next is the trades to include. So each trade has a type and a value. So in order to understand this, let's go to an NFT, for example. The trades are what OpenSea calls properties. So here we have two trade types. One type is accessory and the other type name is type. So whenever you see the blue lettering, this is the trades type, the black lettering is the trades value. So if I wanted to buy NFTs like this, I would have to type in accessory and Mohawk Dark, for instance. Rosy cheeks. and add a new trade to include, which is type, and its value is male. So now the bot will buy NFTs only if they include traits of type accessory and the values is either one of these, and if they include type, which value is male. Now traits to exclude is exactly the same logic. So for instance, if I remove this accessory from here and add it here, now the bot will not buy this NFT because this NFT has an accessory rosy cheeks, which is in our list of traits to exclude. Now we save this. By default, when we save these tasks, they are inactive. You have to start them manually. Of course, you can edit them as well, and you can also edit them while they are running. Of course, you cannot edit the collections because this is the collection that is being watched at this time, but you can edit the spend limit for asset, maximum assets to buy. You can also change the traits to include and exclude. Now in the database, the task looks like this. This is the configuration, and these are some other fields for the bot to manage the tasks. Of course, if you want to change, to edit a task, I highly recommend that you do it from here. Now keep in mind that this is just the UI. Right now the UI will create tasks and save them to the database. The next step is to connect all the backend system with this UI.